Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Baseball Adjacent. I am your host, Taco Josh. That right there is America's pitching coach. It is Justin Arth, and we're here with a very special All-Star Week preview because it's All-Star Week, and that's what's happening in baseball, and it's actually going to Justin's city. So he's going
It
to be
is.
live on location at almost everything, I think. Is that true?
Yep. Everything but the draft, the HBCU Swingman Classic, and apparently now Home Run Derby X. Those are the only three things I'm not going to.
Let's go to the All-Star game. The big event, the reason this whole thing happens, where there's definitely no snubs and the roster has been assembled perfectly and no one's mad about it. The All-Star game. Justin, I guess, who are you most excited to see play in person? Because you'll be there.
Yeah, crazy. Obviously, seeing Freddie Freeman, if he isn't hurt, there's some rumors with him playing so poorly that he would be on the IL and now miss the All Star game. But if that doesn't happen, obviously seeing Freddie Freeman man first base, starting the lineup again back at Truist Park is kind of a sentimental thing for me. Have they announced opening starters for like the openings, like the starting pitcher and all that?
I don't believe they have yet, no.
Okay, so at the time of us recording, they haven't yet, I don't think. So if the American League gets Max Fried on the mound, that would also kind of be a sentimental thing for me. So seeing Braves back, maybe playing on their actual mound or their actual position that they used to play, that I used to cheer them on, that's obviously going to be something that is kind of near and dear to my heart. But no, in terms of players that I don't see all that much, I haven't seen Bobby Witt Jr. ever play in person because whenever the Royals were in town last year, Bobby Witt was hurt. But seeing Tariq Skubal, I've never seen Skubal pitch either, so would love to see him on the mound. So Bobby Witt, Tariq Skubal would definitely be two. And then from the National League side, I've seen a lot of these guys in passing at different games. But just being able to see maybe Clayton Kershaw if he does pitch on the mound, and some other guys like an Andrew Abbott. It's pitched pretty well. I've seen him pitch enough, but he's kind of the surprise underdog pick that kind of made it there. So seeing guys like that you don't get a chance to see it as often compared to like your Ellie De La Cruz and your Fernando Tatises, or heck, even like a Kyle Stowers, who will like you'll see play like 20 times as an Atlanta Braves fan. So those kind of guys are ones that I'm excited to see.
I'll tell you probably the guy that I'm happiest for on both rosters is Javi Baez getting a start.
That
I
is
just
true.
think
Yeah.
that is one hell of a career turnaround because I, as a closet Mets fan, and not even that much of a closet Mets fan, uh, Baez was terrible. So the turnaround to now he's starting the All Star game in center field for the American League is pretty cool to me, just as a baseball fan, like seeing that whole career play out. And this hopefully is not the last time we see Baez, obviously, because I hope he still plays for a long time. But this is like a final potential crowning achievement of it's his third position to start in the All Star game. I believe he started at second, at short, and now in center. I just think that's really cool for a guy that we all wrote off for a while. Like he was bad
Yeah.
not just for a year, he was bad for a couple. Which is, I just think I'm very excited for him as a baseball fan to see that happen. I'm with you. I think pitchers are tough because it just kind of depends on how starts line up and all that. I'm excited to see Scooble pitch on the big stage. Obviously, you got Sunday Night Baseball last week, 2 weeks ago as we
Mhm.
record this, and that was sick to see him start to get some recognition in that way. Uh, Potentially, I guess he's pitching Sunday Night Baseball again in a couple of weeks out in Texas, but we'll see how we go. I'd say on the National League side, man, I'm gonna be boring, and I'm just excited to see PCA play on national
Yeah.
TV. I think he's a star amongst stars. I think all the other stars at this point kind of look at him like, oh, this guy's crazy. He kind of does it all. So,
Well, It's kind of like what Jaron Duran felt like last year on the American League roster. That American League roster was so star-studded, and then there's Jaron Duran that, in reality, has kind of performed better than a lot of those guys, and then did the same thing in the All-Star game, hitting that walk-off home run, or at least the game extending or game
Yeah.
leading home run that ended up winning them the game. So yeah, very similar.
It'll be sick. Okay. Well, here's the prediction time. Who do you have winning? What's the score? And who's your MVP?
So the American League has kind of dominated this. And you look at the starting lineup, because I'm just going to look at starting lineups and who they've got coming off the bench as reserves. I would honestly say the National League has an upper hand in terms of star power this year, which is rare to say. And really, should I say that when the American League has dominated, what, 11 out of the last 15 years or something like that? But I don't know. Like, maybe this is just me being an Atlanta Braves fan and kind of siding towards National League baseball. But I do think the National League has a chance to actually win one this year in a National League ballpark. So I'm gonna take the National League. I'm gonna say 7-4 is the final score. And I'm going to take. Oh man. You know what? The heck? He's built for big moments. Give me Freddie Freeman to be the All Star Game MVP. Typically, it's as a reserve player that maybe gets more at bats, but give me Freddie Freeman as the All Star Game MVP. And obviously, it's going to be hard for a pitcher to do it because they're only going to pitch one inning or you can get somebody else in there. But I'm gonna give me Freddie. I think he homers back in Atlanta. Atlanta fans love him. I mean, most Atlanta fans love him, and a lot of fans probably love him more than Matt Olson. I'm not in that category. I still love Matt Olson just as much. But seeing Freddie homer in the All Star game, where you can actually root for him again as an Atlanta Braves fan, that'd be pretty sick. And we already know what he's done in the World Series, winning the World Series MVP. So and hitting those walk off home runs. So hey. Give me the return story again.
The storybook hero, Fred Freeman. I will give you. I'm going to choose the American League because I'm an American League guy. I love the National League. Shout out Paul Skeens over there. But I think the American League takes it because we always take it. And I'm a Rangers fan, and I'm old enough to remember Michael Young in Pittsburgh uh, making sure the American League hosted the World Series for some reason on like a 60 win Rangers team. I'm going to go. The American League is going to win at 5-3. I think there's a lot of good pitching. Uh, and I think there's a lot of good hitting because that's how all-star games work. No kidding, Josh. But I think it's going to be I feel like sometimes we get to like it's going to be an 11-9 game and I just don't think that's going to happen. I think it's a
Yeah.
nice clean 5-3. There's a couple of homers and I think Brandon Lowe from Tampa Bay hits a homer
Okay.
late, puts his name on the map and is the hero for the American League off the bench.
I'm with that. I'm
That's
with
my
that.
prediction. That's kind of what I'm cheering for because I think it would be sick for Tampa Bay to have a moment like that, obviously. But that's kind of
What would
my
also
thought.
what would also be sick if it's someone like Zach McKinstry. Just saying.
That's true. He crossed my mind just from a storybook thing, but I think Brandon Lowe has a swing to do it.
And he's been on a tear too. Both of my fantasy guys, by the way.
Yep, there you go. Shout out Justin's fantasy team. Justin, give me a prediction of the game. Maybe like a play that you think is going to happen. Call your shot. Who's hitting a homer? Who's making a diving play? What are we going to remember next year? 2026, we're doing the All-Star preview and we're like, "Man, you remember when this happened?" What is it for you? Give me a shot in the dark.
I feel like Kyle Stowers is going to come into the game, and I feel like he's going to make like some Gold Glove caliber catch in the outfield and make people
Okay.
think, okay, this guy's not just like a designated hitter type player; he can actually play in the field. So I feel like Kyle Stowers is going to go make some amazing like Gold Glove caliber play, and the Miami Marlins have something they can celebrate other than being ahead of the Braves in the division.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to put in a call for Hunter Goodman hitting a homer.
Okay,
I think
that was going to be my other pick.
that I think would be sick. I remember what was it, 2022 22 out in Seattle, 23 out in Seattle, 24. Whatever All-Star game was in Seattle, I think that was the
20,
Elias
20.
Diaz year. Uh, and I think he was a Rockies catcher at that time, wound up winning National League MVP for that game. So, stranger things have happened, but I'm putting in the call. Hunter Goodman homer. He
I mean,
pulls
hey,
it.
if I wanted to make a second one, I just kind of had a thought of like it goes against my MVP pick, but Matt Olson overshadows Freddie Freeman in Atlanta. All right, okay,
Okay.
sorry. Let
Okay.
Braves
Okay.
delusion gone.
We're here. We're here. We're with it. Yeah. So I guess let again in the comments let us know, what do you think? What's happening in the All-Star game? I almost said World Series, and we're still months away from that. What's happening in the All-Star game? Give us a shot in the dark. Your hot take down in the comment section. Maybe we'll talk about it next episode.
Yeah,
But
over under 3 streaks in a game. That's probably too high.
that's probably too high.
Over under 1.5. How about that?
Well, Justin's going to be on the field, so that counts as one, and you're going to have to follow the baseball adjacent new channel to get the vlog all about that. See if he actually does it or not. But yeah, let us know. What do you think? What's going to happen? Hot takes.